Good afternoon. It has been a day today, a wonderful day, a very happy birthday today for me. And so I didn't want to celebrate myself today. I wanted to celebrate a very special lady that I had the good fortune of finding after searching for on social media and through her former colleagues. But let me take you back, take you back, take you back. It was the year 1999. I was a senior in high school at the great Vallejo Senior High School in Vallejo, California, taking a pre-calculus class under the tutelage of the most amazing teacher. Now, if you know me, if you've followed me at all on social media since I joined in 2009, you already know about the great Jan Federley. I'm a Federley kid from Elsa Wiedemann Elementary School, Jan Federley, who I was fortunate enough to be in her class, fourth, fifth, and sixth grade in the Gifted and Talented program. If you follow me at all on social media, you know about the amazing Auntie Corla, Mrs. Corla Crace, who was my seventh and ninth grade English teacher. She did not play. I was like, I'm not doing this book report. And she was like, oh, you gonna do this book report. And went home and pulled from her personal library Terminator 2 Judgment Day, based on the screenplay by James Cameron and Will Wisher. T2 Judgment Day still is my favorite movie of all time. And I did my book report, and because of her, I became absolutely hooked on reading. I was already an avid reader, but I developed a voracious appetite for reading, which has helped me in my undergraduate, master's education, and also in my ministry. Strong reader. Auntie Corla, so dope. She came to hear me preach. She was a guest at my wedding. Like, that's just my girl, Auntie Corla. Y'all heard about her. You already know about Mr. Michael Parker, the man, the gentle man who was my calculus teacher at the Norfolk State University, where I began as a math major in the teacher certification program, and I was thoroughly depressed. I can remember the days sitting on a desk in his classroom after class, just being comforted and consoled by him, strengthened as a young African American mathematician, a young man with hopes and dreams that mental health had the significant possibility of derailing. This same Mr. Michael Parker wrote a beautiful letter of recommendation for my new job that nearly brought me to tears. It will be printed and framed. You know about Dr. Colita Nichols Fairfax, who is such a dope teacher that the stuff that she taught Joy Jones, who was an undergraduate social work major, was so impressive, so powerful, so moving, that I actually changed majors from math to social work so that I could be her student and be like her. Y'all know, because I post on social media. Who you don't know about is Miss Pam Duncan, my senior pre-calculus teacher at Vallejo High School. She taught. Enunciate. She taught. And for what most people don't know, because I'm just this dope math major, social work major, MDiv professor, preacher, social worker, math tutor, what you don't know is there were plenty of years where I struggled. Didn't always have a good teacher. In my cohort of AP students, honor students, future college All-Americans, I was not the best and the brightest. In my peer group, I was in the middle of the pack, sometimes at the end of the line. Miss Duncan never made me feel that way. I'm pretty certain that I made straight C's in her class because I never caught it in time for it to be demonstrated on the test. I can remember 25, 26 years later telling her, I don't understand it. Can you explain it to me differently? And she went into her bag, pulled out another way of explaining this material to me so that I got it. And no, my grades did not reflect what an excellent teacher, motivator, and educator she was. And she did not get the credit for the mathematician and mathematical scholar, tutor extraordinaire that I became because it did not manifest until the next year. I wasn't a late bloomer. I bloomed in another season, in another state. I was an academic All-American as a math major at Norfolk State University my freshman year because I was still eating off of the meat that you, Miss Duncan, fed me my senior year in high school. I still, to this day, teach my students the quadratic equation in the way that you taught me. Jingle bells. X equals negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Because we knew jingle bells. She taught it to us using jingle bells. I learned how to do trig functions without a calculator, unit circle without a calculator, all of the stuff that I teach 25 years later when these kids have Desmos on their computer, scientific and graphing calculator. I know how to really teach because of what you taught me 25 years ago. And I thought that it was fitting on this 19th day of August in the year of our Lord 2025, on my 43rd birthday, 8.5 months after I told you I was going to do it, because I told you I'm late, different season, different state. But I had never, ever forgotten all that you did for me and all that you meant for me as a student that loved math and wanted to be a math teacher. Listen, I was such a not amazing math student in her class that when I came back my freshman year to visit, because, you know, we used to come back. I don't know what y'all do now, but when we graduated from high school, we came back spring break, summer break, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, summer break. We came back to see our teachers in middle school and high school and elementary because we valued what they did for us. We saw what they poured into us. We understood how they prepared us, particularly loving on our Caucasian and Asian teachers who made sure that us black kids from poor families and middle class families did not feel alienated in our honors classes where there were so few of us. We honor you and we celebrated you back then, but I'm doing it today. Miss Duncan, you are the bomb.com. I would not be the math student, the math scholar, and now the math teacher because I am a full-time licensed math teacher teaching 8th grade math, pre-algebra, and geometry. I'm legit. I'm official Bulldog Pride at Caesar Tarrant Middle School in the great city of Hampton and Hampton City Schools. And I would not be here without you. Everybody got the credit because I saw them. I could find them. But before I began on this journey, I was like, I'm going to find Miss Duncan. And I looked up your colleagues on Facebook because I couldn't find you. And they were able to help me find you and get permission to connect us. And I'm so glad that we were able to connect in December. And it means the world to me that you, somebody who poured so much into my life, somebody who gave so much to me as a student, somebody who did not make me feel less than, who did not make me feel small because I was surrounded by so many other brilliant students in a class with a brilliant teacher, and I was just a C student. But that C student was an A student when he got to college. Algebra and Trig, Norfolk State, got an A. And I was depressed and suicidal when I was in Mr. Parker's class, and I got a B. Because that's what good teaching, that's what a good educator, that's what a good person like Mr. Michael Parker and Miss Duncan, that's what you do. You enable students like me who did not have it. I was not a good student. I was smart and I had good teachers. I did not have discipline and I did not have high self-esteem. And that did not hold me back. That did not hold me down, because I had teachers like you who saw something in me, who poured into me, who continued to teach me, who dug deep into your bag to pull out whatever it took. I'm in Hampton City Schools, and our motto is every student, every day, whatever it takes. Actually, I think it's every child, every day, whatever it takes. But listen, I'm high on life because it's my birthday, sitting in my car, letting it charge in the pouring down rain on my birthday. And I just wanted to make sure that Miss Duncan, this is going on YouTube, it's going on Facebook, I'm also going to text it to you. I wanted you to know, as I announced to the world that I'm finally a full-time math teacher. I had an opportunity to teach math at a part-time basis at a private Christian school in Shawboro, North Carolina this past school year. I was at Bridgeway Prep Christian School under the great leadership of Principal, I call her Empress Seaberry, and she put into my hands the tools and the confidence that I needed to transition away from the sheriff's office, where I stepped down as the director of reentry services, so that I could pursue my dream. And it has taken 25 years. August of 2000, I went to Norfolk State as a math major to be a math teacher. And I got depressed, almost died by suicide, dropped out, came back, changed my major to social work. And now in Hampton City Schools, they have a math teacher who has an undergraduate degree in social work, a master's of divinity, passed the praxis for middle school, getting ready to take the praxis for high school. I am a healthy, well-rounded person representing Vallejo, California, Norfolk State University, Virginia Union University, my mama, my friends, my church. I'm here to represent. These kids are going to get from me what I got from Federally, what I got from Mr. Kessler, who I had in 8th and 9th grade, what I got in passing from Miss Fong, who was never my teacher but was a great person, what I got from Mr. Henley, what I got from Nate Kenyon at Solano, what I got from my principal, Miss Harris, what I got from Joanne Spencer Winston, who wasn't my teacher but who was my friend, what I got from Dr. Louise Sheen, the amazing Dr. Louise Sheen, that I got from the counseling department where I was a peer counselor. They gonna get this work. I have a construction hat in my classroom. First day of school, they getting a wavy TVT and blue suit, and they getting a construction hat, because we are going to work. They're getting that Michael Parker and Dr. Khan and Dr. Reed. They're getting that Dr. Marable and that Dr. Jessica Marshall. They're getting that Ethelyn R. Strong School of Social Work, because I am trained to identify problems and come up with solutions. That's what we saw in the School of Social Work. I'm trained to anticipate unintended consequences of legislation and policy. I'm trained for it. I'm trained on how to see the whole community and how things happen and affect the community from the STVU at Virginia Union University. Like, I was built for this, and it has taken 25 years to the month to get here. But Ms. Duncan, all my other teachers, I'm ready. I'm not going to let you down. 3 to 5 years, they're going to be announcing Mike Jones as Teacher of the Year. I don't care if it's for the school or for the school district. Hampton City Schools, you got your next Teacher of the Year. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. And I just want to say thank you publicly to Ms. Duncan, because you pushed me and you taught me, and you never made me feel some type of way about not catching it as fast as my peers. Everybody knows me as this brilliant math tutor. I got people all over the country that are talking about me. I got kids that are in the military all over the world because I helped them with their ASVAB. I got kids that got full rides in school because I helped them with their math. Yeah, I did that. But I did that because of teachers like Miss Duncan. And if anybody, if he's still alive, knows Mr. Kessler from Solano Junior High, who was my pre-algebra and algebra teacher, please let him know that the kid that he took time to tutor when I was failing geometry, I caught the bus from Vallejo High back to Solano. After school, he would tutor me, and then I would walk home from Solano to Rancho. If y'all find him, if he's alive, please tell him I never forgot. If you know his kids, if you know his wife, if you know his grandkids, let them know that I'm a product of the work that they did. Solano Junior High, Mr. Kessler, Vallejo High, Miss Duncan, y'all did it. And I'm grateful. And now it's official. Full-time, employed, licensed math teacher, Mike Jones. Oh, but wait, there's more. 25 years ago, I came to Norfolk State to be a teacher. August 2000. 25 years later, August 2000, I'm a geometry teacher and a pre-algebra teacher. But my daughter's also a freshman, education major, elementary education major at the same school that I went to. And it ain't gonna take her 25 years to get where God is calling her to be. Here's the end of my 25-minute video. I'm here now. Love you. Miss Duncan, thank you. Appreciate you. Couldn't have done it without you. Bulldog pride. Caesar Tarrant Middle School.